You know, I don't mean to make it sound like I'm pushing into doing this, but if we start it when the economy's soft, we'll end up with a better price for the city than if we drag it out.
We are on a PFA funding with us.
With the balance of it, we would get a PFA loan on. We will also take a look at employing green technology. There's grant monies available for that. It's not going to replace the $160,000. We might get another, I'd say, $20,000 out of the green grant. That would, every little bit would help.
The sewer, it's all green, isn't it?
Pardon me?
The sewer's all green, isn't it?
More brown, Mr. Mayor.
After processing.
After processing, it's green. You're right, Bob.
Well, we got a couple options here, gentlemen. What should we do?
We obviously have to face the rate increase no matter what we do, and worst case scenario, if we do nothing, what happens?
Then you'll show that again next year.
And the year beyond.
And the year beyond, it'll keep getting deeper and deeper, regardless of whether or not we do the project.
But as far as the project,
The plant itself.
the plant
Excuse me,
itself,
the plant
worst case
itself,
scenario.
eventually you're gonna get to the point, and when I say eventually, I mean in the next 2 years, where your plant out there is going to do one of two things. The headworks portion of it is going to drastically stop functioning as it's doing just now. The second thing is, when we do have an upset event, the clarifiers are too small, and every year he's had a problem with that. One of these years, we're gonna end up getting notice of violation on it, which means we will have to do something, and there will be a schedule imposed upon the city for correcting. The point in going through this planning process is to get you to the point where you understand what the impacts will be if you do it in your schedule. If you don't do it, then you'll be doing it on the state schedule.
They always bring money to the table when they tell you what to do.
Maybe back in the 70s and 80s.
No, I know.
So, a motion is needed for a public hearing.
Let's take that one first. It's probably the easiest one. Might I suggest that we have a public hearing on October 11th?
12th.
That,
I think the 11th is a holiday.
okay, I'm sorry. That correct? Yeah.
No, our meeting will be Tuesday, 12.
Tuesday, thank you. At, say, you wanna do it at 7 o'clock? Get the council started and then have a hearing at 7 o'clock?
October 12th at 7. Move for that, Robert?
Yep.
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Dahl, second by Mr. Halverson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Any comment?
On,
On the motion?
no, no.
All right. I'll call the question then. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? The motion passes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
That'll be great, huh?
Now the top part. What I'm asking you to do is commit to spending $22,000, end up with the ability to know two things. One of them, what the cost of the headworks will be in real dollars with the contractor bid, and you're doing that hoping that there'll be FEMA money available to do it. If there's not FEMA money, we can drop it off the project and pick it up at a point later on when the thing actually falls apart. It would be, in our mind, cheaper for you to do it this way than to come back and have to come up with a whole different project and a whole different set of financing scenarios to do it at a later date. Or we can continue as we're going right now without the headworks.
My understanding, the whole thing will be financed under PFA, then, or
If we have to pay for it, otherwise
Yeah.
we'll
Sign a certain share.
A certain share to it, okay.
And we could talk about that later, Mark, as time goes on, but my guess is if we don't get funded, we won't do it until we absolutely need to. Then we get to the point where our rates were higher than their competition.
I move that we go ahead and at least see what our costs are going to be.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Guanxi, second by Mr. Dahl. Comments, sir?
No, Mr. Mayor, I think the council understands where we're going.
Call the question, and all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion passes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.